Hi, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of DETV, the Dice and V's Twitch stream, where we talk about dice most of the time. Fresh to today is the attempt to play one of Oliver Darkshire's one-page RPGs that he actually designed, wrote, and illustrated for us last year. You can find them all for sale on our website under the Press Digitals category. It's a one-page RPG that you can play with a D6 and by yourself or with friends. So we're going to give that a try. That being said, there is a poll that is running currently. I hope everyone can access it. Please let me know if you can't find it. And we're gonna choose which one you want to play. The first one, Mutant Tortoise Combat Orphans, is about sewers and suppression and is lots of fun. And the second one, Gay for the Pirate King, is relatively self-explanatory through the title. And the third one, the Corvids is if you don't know, like the technical scientific name for crows. So it's all about crows. But first, while that poll is running and you get your chance to decide, we are going to jump into the newsletter that went out yesterday, which was a big announcement of another big sale, our 20% off 10-piece set sale. So this is the second week of sales in our big November sales month. All of our 10-piece sets are 20% off. Pretty straightforward. They're all 10-piece sets. It includes this beautiful chunky D20 you can see on the bottom left there, our signature Infinity D4, which is the top right, and a slightly larger logo D6, which is the top left there. This is our Ecto Cooler set, big favorite of mine. And in order to get that discount, you're going to need to use the code 10-piece loot, which is 10PCLOOT, which I realize looks a lot like 10p clute. So pronounce it however you want. Not a big deal. But yeah, 20% off 10p clute or 10-piece loot at checkout. All of our 10-piece sets, and that is going to be running until Sunday at midnight. So yeah. All right. Real quick. Oh, this is our little stand-in, Godzilla. I just was looking for something to put on the table here while we decide which game we're going to play, because I'm going to change up the dice trays depending on what we play. And I saw my little Godzilla friend, and it reminded me that Godzilla -1, if you haven't seen it, is back in theaters this week, I think. Maybe for 2 weeks. I know for sure this week. And if you haven't seen it, it is amazing and totally worth seeing in theaters for the big experience. I don't know. I'm going to be distracted now. Oh, okay. So let's cover up Godzilla by sharing just some pictures from last week, Halloween, Thursday. I hope you all had fun and a good time. I did. I was a tree. There's me as a happy little tree with my Bob Ross. I went out, and another one of the ladies of Dice Envy dressed up. This is Maria. She was Penelope from the show Bridgerton. I had to ask her who she was. I was like, are you just some like foxy old-timey lady? And she's like, no, it's from Bridgerton. I was like, oh, I should really watch that show. But yeah, she's playing Penelope. And actually the final lady of Dice Envy also dressed up. I think the girls are the only ones with the Halloween spirit, I guess. But Joni dressed up too, but she had so much fun she forgot to take a picture. But she was, what's his name? The monkey from Powerpuff Girls. Mojo Jojo, the bad guy, which is great. Powerpuff Girls is awesome. All right, so Halloween was fun. I hope you guys had a great time. We had a great time this Halloween doing a lot of thematic sales and new products, and we're definitely going to go all the way into that next year as well. All right, so let's see if I can figure out how to see what the poll results were. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, hold on. Poll. Please bear with me. Oh, here we go. End poll. View results. This is very exciting. I've never done a poll before. And Mutant Tortoise Combat Orphans wins with just across the board with 5 votes, 5 out of 5. Okay, wonderful. That is the one we will play. And let me close this carefully. I have to apologize every time for my hesitancy and awkwardness when dealing with all the streaming stuff. I retweeted a meme today. Someone posted a comment on Twitter and said they were looking for volunteers to interview for I don't know, it was overaged or elder streamers, and they said the cutoff for being born was 2002, which I feel like is really rude. But if you were born in 2002, wouldn't that make you? Oh no, that would make you 22. No, I guess it's pretty young. Anyway, so this elder streamer occasionally has some hiccups, so I apologize. All right, let me close this. And then look at this thing I did, guys. Watch it. Watch the screen. Ooh, did it do it? Did it work? I hope it worked. Okay. So I have Corvids open, but we're going to close that because we don't need it. And we will be playing instead. Oh, don't save. Mutant Tortoise Combat Orphans. All right, I gotta get back to the place where I can see. So we're gonna be playing this on Photoshop because I couldn't think of a better way to do it. It requires a little bit of writing on the sheet. If you get one, you'd print out the sheet and then you scribble on it as you played. I couldn't wrap my head around how to do that any easier than Photoshop, so that's what we'll be doing. Let me see. Oh, and since we're doing Mutant Tortoise Combat Orphans, let's play with this tray and dice, although I'm now realizing I actually want chat to play, so we may not end up using any of these dice. But I picked out the green tray because it's thematic, and our Poison Cloud dice, which are just very sewer, very sparkle, very green, and awesome. And I mean, I'm pretty sure they're still available on our website, but they're a perfect fit for this. Okay, so let's get to it. Mutant Tortoise Combat Orphans. This is just going to be a lot of me reading, I think, but I am keeping an eye on chat, so feel free to ask questions, speak up, yell at me, whatever. Oh, and a big shout out and thank you to Oliver. Working with him was awesome on these. I would say working with him like I had any input, which I didn't. But he just came up with these great ideas. We sort of spitballed for a minute and he was like, bam, bam, bam. And I was like, those are all awesome. So, but working with him was a dream. He was a super sweetheart. And if you guys go to @DeathByBadger on Twitter, you could probably check out more of his stuff. So he's, I don't know, famous, I guess, for doing these one-page RPGs, and was gracious enough to do 3 for us. So this is one of them. And there are a ton more that you can see. One of my favorite ones is about potatoes. I got into the habit of calling him the Potato Man in our office because I really like the potato one-page RPG a lot. But anyway, all right, I'm rambling. All right, Mutant Tortoise Combat Orphans, a one-page RPG by Oliver Darkshire. You are a tortoise, and you live underground with your orphan siblings. You were adopted by a salamander who for some reason decided to teach you martial arts, which you use to fight crime and oddly philosophical gigantic rats. Your task? Defend the world from the new intellectual and artistic ideals of the rats and maintain your cultural hegemony using martial arts in the sewer. Obviously, we're off to a great start. All right, rules. Please name your tortoise after a Renaissance artist. For example, oh gosh, the pronunciations. Sophonisba, Caravaggio, or Hieronymus. Any suggestions for a tortoise name named after a Renaissance artist? We have a question here. Are one-page RPGs a good entry into the world of RPG, or would it be easier to start with a longer one? Botticelli is great. We're going to go with Botticelli. Thank you, Maria. The question is, are these 1PGs a good entry into the world of RPG? And I am going to say yes. You use dice, which you only use one die out of, you only use a d6. but you know, that's an introduction to the D6. So if we're talking about like real entry, this is good because you get put in a world, you get little descriptions about what goes on, and as you go ahead and, you know, we'll watch as we play this and you can kind of see, but the whole point of RPGing is just to sort of like live an imaginary life in another world. So yeah, to that effect, it's a huge, it's a great entryway into one-page RPG, or it's RPGs in general. All right, so let me do this. Botticelli. Can I do this? Here we go. I'm looking over to see how to spell it. Botticelli. Thank you, Amphicinus. Oh no, I broke it. Here we go. All right, we are Botticelli, the tortoise. All right, we have 3 scores: Enlightenment, Ratatouille, and Hibernation. Those are the squares here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 of each. And depending on when we stack those up or shrink them down, things will change. So let's go into the how to play. Let me just pop this open, make sure you can see what I can see. Okay, how to play. To start the game, you generate a new sewer event by rolling a 6-sided die. Adjust your scores as directed by the table or subtable, then roll a new event. Keep rolling new events until one of the following occurs. If your Enlightenment score reaches 10, the rats succeed in their plot and usher in a new intellectual age of philosophy and science. You are banished to eke out a life on the outskirts. If your Ratatouille score reaches 10, then you collect enough rats to make a delicious dish of stewed vegetables and rat tails. The remaining rats flee to the surface, shaking their tiny fists. You have survived another year and may lay your weapons down, for now. If your Hibernation score reaches 10, then you run out of time before you grow weary and the long winter begins. You retreat to your nests to slumber through the cold months. The rats return to their lairs to lick their wounds. Reset all your scores to 0. Full disclosure, if that happens very quickly, if that happens very quickly, we're not going to reset our scores to whatever. We're going to keep the game going is what I mean. All right, so how to play. To start the game, we're going to generate a new sewer event. So anyone who wants to in the chat, first one who does, roll a D6 by typing in !D6, and we'll get to the table. All right, Farron Kuhn, you rolled a 5. So let's go to the sewer events table. So a 5 gets us the 4 or 5 section. It says roll on table C, rat attack. Oh no, we're being rat attacked. All right, someone give me another D6. Go for it. Here we go. Jay Maloney, 11, rolled a 5. All right, I'm hoping, let me know if like the delay is weird or something, but Jay Maloney, 11, we're gonna take that 5. On the rat attack table, 5, you fight the evil rat scientist on the roof to steal his theories on gravity. +1 to Enlightenment and +1 to Ratatouille. So we'll come over here. Let's see if I can do this. 1 to Enlightenment. Let's see how smoothly I can do this. Fun. Okay, and 1 on Ratatouille. Here we go. Great. All right, this is going well. All right, let's see. We are back to the top of the round, I guess, and we're gonna roll again on the sewer events table, now with a score of 1 and 1 in Enlightenment and Ratatouille. All right, another D6. Another 5 from the Elder Lurker. All right, so rat attack. Go ahead with another D6. Let's see. A 4. All right, 4. You single-handedly hold a sluice gate. Is that how you pronounce that? Sluice gate? It looks like sluice gate. You single-handedly hold a sluice gate against 30 rats for over 2 hours, +1 to hibernation, because that sounds exhausting. I promise I will stop clicking the scroll like that. All right, so we're gonna add a square to hibernation because we were holding up a gate for 2 hours. I feel like, yeah, that would be enough reason to hibernate for me right there. All right, let's go. Another D6. I think maybe it was Farron-Coon. Did you just roll that? I'm gonna wait for anyone. No, Farron-Coon did the 4. All right, we're good. All right, Elder Lurker, a 2. That's a low one, and it gets us to a different table. Roll on table B, Renaissance Blues. Let's get another D6 in there. I'll try to keep track if you guys want to just keep rolling D6s, because that's pretty much how it's going to go. But here we go. Emphacenerus rolled 2. So on the Renaissance Blues table, you theorize on the possibility of a helicopter device. Your design is flawed. +1 to enlightenments. That is hilarious. Alright, we're going to add 1 to enlightenment. And we're going to need another sewer event. So go ahead and roll another D6. Story of my life, right? Alright. Who's next? Jay Maloney. Rolled a 4. Alright, so we're going to go to the rat attack table. Let's get another one. I mean, at least they looked cool though, Maria. Like the ones with the twisty, I don't know what they're called. Unicopters? I don't know what they were. They were great. All right, we've got a 1 on a D6 on the rat attack table. You are jumped by a one-armed rat bandit. You fend it off. My goodness, good job. A one-armed rat bandit. So that gives us +1 to Ratatouille, which we will add oh no! Messed up the zoom. It's okay, we're gonna recover. +1 to Ratatouille. Alright, nice. Well, we're staying ahead of our hibernation, so I think that technically means that we're winning, guys. Good job. Alright, let's see. Another sewer event. Elder Lurker. We got a 4. That brings us back down to the rat attack table. Let's get another D6 in there. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna roll this one, then I'll use whoever rolls as the next thing. Alright, let's see. We got a 5. Alright, on the rat attack table, you defeat the evil rat scientist on the roof to steal his theories on gravity. That's a good one. We got 1 enlightenment and 1 Ratatouille. Da-da-da-da. 1 enlightenment. And a Ratatouille. Nice. Alright, new sewer event. Let's see. Farron-Coon. Farron-Coon. You rolled a 1 on the D6. That takes us to the Renaissance Blues table. Who is next? Give it a minute, and then I'll roll myself. Elder Lurker, nice. 2. Again, theorizing on the possibility of a helicopter device, but our designs are flawed. 1 to enlightenment. Let's add that. I think we're moving along in a good clip here, guys. We might win this. Legend Eric 728. You rolled a 4 for our new sewer event. That takes us to the rat attack table. And I'm gonna roll rat attack table. Oh, 06. Alright, you beat a Velocirat over the head with a copy of their theories on the nature of self. Fantastic. I don't see myself getting that violent, but that's what RPGs are all about, right? It's role-playing. It's not something I would normally do, but here I am doing it in the imaginary fake world. This is wonderful. I'm a turtle named Botticelli. Alright, another sewer event, people. Let's get those 6s in. Farron-Coon, a 4. That's the rat attack table again. That's great. This is how we win. Let's get another D6 in there. Let's do it. Alright, I gotta say, this is actually pretty fun. And this is fun because Oliver wrote all this funny things that if you're playing by yourself, they're good because you can just, have some humor and tickled. Sorry, be tickled while you're playing. All right, Infercinerus, we got a 5. I don't know why I'm reaching for the dice. That was oh no, we're on the rat attack table. The 5 on the rat attack table, you fight the evil rat scientist on the roof to steal his theories of gravity. This is good. We're really laying into that guy, I feel like. The evil rat scientist. And that's good because it's giving us lots of enlightenment and Ratatouille. Both good things. Oh no. Both, sorry, one of them's good, one of them's bad. I get switched around because this is about enlightenment. Actually, if our enlightenment score reaches 10, the rats succeed in their plot. So let's let's dial it back a little bit on the enlightenment and focus on that Ratatouille. That's right. And then hibernation is sort of the even Stevens middle ground there. All right, that was most of Cinerus on the rat attack table. So let's go back to sewer events. And that was Elder Lurker. Elder Lurker rolled a 5. Takes us back to the rat attack table. Let's see if we can avoid some enlightenment here, people. Let me get a good D6. Let me get a good D6. No 5s, no 5s, no 5s. Baron Coon, a 2. Nice. You run along the walls, chased by 10 rats with knives. But you're running along the walls. Very cool. Chased by 10 rats with knives. My God. All right, so we get a Ratatouille. Oh, sorry, we get 2 Ratatouille from that, which is amazing. Well done, Farron Coon. Put this here. We are doing swimmingly well. Let's go back up to sewer events. Elder Lurker, you rolled a 1. That puts us into the Renaissance Blues table. All right, I'm going to roll 1. Join in the fun here. Got a 3. In Renaissance Blues, you write a long, winding poem about your ex. It's difficult because you have tortoise hands. That's right, I have to remember, I am a tortoise. Botticelli, the tortoise. I have tortoise hands. +1 to hibernation because of how difficult this sonnet was to sketch. Here we go. Perfect. All right, let's go back to sewer events. Next up was Infercinerus with a 4. Brings us down to rat attack. Nice. Hope I'm scrolling well enough here. It's hard for me to see. All right, and then who wants to roll for the rat attack table? Farron Coon, a 4. You single-handedly, again, hold a sluice gate against 30 rats for over 2 hours. +1 to hibernation. I feel like that should be like a +3 to hibernation. It really just sounds exhausting. All right, back up to sewer events. For whoever wants. I'll roll this one. Let's see if we can get lucky. Oh, I really want to roll that 6. 6 takes us, or I'm sorry, 5 takes us to the rat attack table, and I'll take the next roll. J. Maloney with a 3. You strain yourself, holding up the ceiling so the baby tortoises can escape. That is definitely going to give us a point in hibernation. And go us for being good, moral tortoises. Go us. Great job, J. Maloney. All right, let's do sewer events table once more. Whenever you're ready. You guys are doing a really good job. I feel like you all make very good tortoises, and I feel very proud of myself for being a good tortoise too. Farron Coon, roll a 2. That's going to put us into the Renaissance Blues table. And keep rolling, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and roll for this one. A 4. Renaissance Blues. You are instructed by your mentor and sponsor, an aging salamander. 1 to hibernation. Do you think it's +1 to hibernation when you're instructed by your mentor because it's boring? You think you're rolling your eyes like the, not, I don't know. I guess we could just say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're unrelated. But anyway, they don't like learning. I remember that about the movies. All right, we're back up to sewer events. And let's see, I think that was Legendaric. 728, rolled a 5. Takes us to the rat attack table. followed by the Elder Lurker, who rolled a 3. Elder Lurker, you strain yourself holding up the ceiling so the baby tortoises can escape. Guys, we are doing a lot of good, but it is very tiring. So, you know, let's reconsider the next time we have a moral dilemma where, like, you know, we have to save baby tortoises or open sluice gates. Maybe let's just take a breather or use that energy against rats. Sewer events, ready when you guys are. Go ahead and roll another d6. Farron rolled a 2. That brings us to the Renaissance Blues table. I'm going to go ahead and roll one. Ooh, a 1. It's usually not good, but let's see. You carve a classical bust from stone in your lonely room. Well, I don't feel like the adjective lonely was necessary, but here I am in my lonely room, carving a classical bust, and it's tiring. Guys, our hibernation score is now tied with our Ratatouille score. This is not good. We really want the Ratatouilles. Alright, Farron Coon. Oh no, Farron Coon, sorry, that was that. Let's get another d6 for a sewer event. Oh boy. This is tough, you guys. I will say, whoever asked about the one-page RPGs being an entryway into RPGing, at least with every TTRPG that I've played, there is absolutely an element of luck, which we are all experiencing right now, where we all have to roll d6 for every d6s for every decision. But in a lot of the TTRPGs, the more complicated ones, there is a very big element of it's skill as fair, but there's like a decision making that goes on into making your character's stats that then affects how much you're affected by that luck. So there's a little bit more like strategy and planning involved. I got lost. Alright, Amphicinurus rolled a 4 for our sewer events. That gets us down to the rat attack table. Somebody go ahead and give me another d6 while I roll this one. A 4. Oh no, not another sluice gate. I think we've hit like 6 hours of sluice gating now, and honestly, it's a bit much. Oh, we are getting tired. This is not looking good, guys. Alright, Elder Lurker, you gotta start it off with a 2 for the sewer events. That brings us down to the Renaissance Blues table. Ready for another d6 when anyone's got one. Yeah, me too, Maria. We're all getting really sleepy. We are some sleepy tortoises. Hey, Farron Coon rolled a 4. Farron Coon, you were instructed by your mentor and sponsor, an aging salamander, and it is putting you to sleep. I'm getting images of sleepy tortoises in my head, and I'm not really mad at it because they're pretty cute. Alright guys, we have one more block left before we hit our max on hibernation and have to read what happens, but I don't think it's good. Yondu Poppins! Hello Yondu Poppins. You're going to start us off with the sewer event number 2. That's going to bring us down to the Renaissance Blues table. I'm going to go ahead and roll, let's see, another 4. No! We are once again instructed by our mentor and sponsor, an aging salamander, and we have not been paying attention. He's probably been teaching us how to track down rats so that we can fight them, and instead we're just thinking about the next cartoon we want to watch, and we have maxed out our hibernation table. So let's scroll down here. Let me make sure you guys can see this, and let's read what happens when we hit 10. If your hibernation score reaches 10, then you run out of time before you grow weary and the long winter begins. You retreat to your nest to slumber through the cold months. The rats return to their lairs to lick their wounds. Normally, if you were playing this, you would reset all your scores to 0. But since this is a Twitch stream that I usually allot about 30 minutes for, we are going to say that that's it. That's the end. Although we can, I think, happily call it a tie between the tortoises and the rats, and we'll just have to get them next time, you know? We'll just actually focus and pay attention to what our mentor is telling us, you know? Train a little bit more in our martial arts skills. Maybe get some cool bandanas and cut holes in them. for some reason. I'm not actually sure when that. That's probably a ninja thing, huh? It doesn't matter. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed playing. I enjoyed playing with you. Let me get back to this screen. Yay! I'm so excited that I was able to figure out how to do that. They one-page RPGs are a lot of fun. Very quick, as you can see. Be a good like party game, I think, to have like some D6s and just something to do with your friends. And if you don't even, it could be a party of one because it's very easy to play by yourself and just be entertained by for a minute. So, yeah, check them out oh, I missed the thing here. Hold on. Let's go back and look at it. At Death by Badger. That's right. Oliver Darkshire on Twitter is at Death by Badger. You can definitely go scope out more of the different themes and fun things that he's done. And on our site at diceenvy.com, we have 3 of his one-page RPGs that are available actually in bundles with other assets that we created. So like the one we just played, I should have pulled a picture for this, but it's okay. I created an illustration with 3 tracks so that you could print that out, and little tortoise ninja tokens so you could print those out and then have sort of a fun way to track the 10 squares. So stuff like that. I think with the Corvids, I created a monster stat block for a group of crows, a murder of crows, and forgot what other thing. But anyway, there's like other 5e or TTRPG related things in there. Yeah, so that was fun and gives you a nice taste of what those are like. And yeah, something to do while we go through sale week and I don't have any brand new dice to talk about, which will end soon because I've got subscription dice coming in. So we'll do a little bit of a sub box reveal for last month or this last month next time probably. Yeah, I think that's it. If anybody has any questions or comments or anything, go ahead, reach out to me as always, rach@diceenvy.com or hello@diceenvy.com. And yeah, I think that's it. Have a great week. If you're in America, go vote. That's today. And stay safe and happy rolling. And I will see you next week on Tuesday. Okay, bye everybody. Oh, go see Godzilla -1 if you haven't. It's amazing. It doesn't star this guy. It stars a much scarier guy. But it's awesome. You should go see it. All right, bye everybody. I'll see you next Tuesday.